EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Good job there getting to him quickly after the catch as he's brought down right at the midfield stripe. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From midfield, here's Tua. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be caught at about the 6. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from it.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Jalen Phillips in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
The kick by Sanders is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Here's Stroud.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
On second down, Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Aaron Donald coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Oh, the return is Callaway.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Outright caught by Chosen.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Stroud.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Stroud to throw it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, it's 9-0. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Stroud looking to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
As Stroud now to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The throw over the middle taken in. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Aaron Donald able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. That's pulled in at the 32.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that clock's going to be on the ground.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 2nd down and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Allen. That's some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. hands it off out of the gun. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
At the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stroud. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On first down, Tagovailoa. That is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And taken right at the 35. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Warriors 17, 18, 5 in. Go.
Stroud off the play fake.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60.
Back to throw. Stroud.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
19, Tiger, 19, Buffalo 18. Cut 19, cut 19.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
18, Cardinal.
That's caught by Chosen.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Get it.
At the Saints 16-yard line.
19, Lions. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Here goes Stroud again. That went into the hands of Flowers.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And this is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Johnson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ty Johnson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And the lead cut down to 9.
Makes the score 6-19. Eagles 10.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Gregory Rousseau with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this
is inside the 30. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep...
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Zay Flowers, 30 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
On first down, here's Stroud. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down to around the 22. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a fourth quarter lead. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. David Onyemata, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Saints on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. This pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fielded just inside the 30. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to go out extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown.
Ty Johnson
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Tua.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing, Tua.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here's 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
Here's Tua.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Tua.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Tagovailoa.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.